program is called the Fresno Elks Lodge Mount Olympus Challenge. It's part of a grant we were awarded by the Elks National Foundation, our national organization, and it's part of their Community Impact Grant Fund. Our challenge was to find a way that we can make a difference in our community. When we looked for the target of our community impact, I personally have a background in education. In particular, I worked in a continuation school setting, and I know full well the potential of students in those programs. My feeling was that perhaps we could help those students who are sometimes alienated from mainstream community find a way back in. And since the Elks Lodge is devoted to charity, we came up with the idea of asking students to look at their community and come up with a need that they found in their community and then develop a plan to do something about that and make a difference.
My charity was called Hair Today Saves Tomorrow, and I just wanted to collect hair around Fresno, Salma, Fowler, barbershops, and give it a Locks for Love so they could make wigs for people that are going through chemo.
My project was for a loved one in a family that passed away and that family couldn't afford to bury that loved one, so burial expenses. So we raised money, we rented jump houses, sold food and beverages, and all that money is going to go to a family.
My project was basically I wanted to do modeling, and I was basically never able to do it because I didn't have the money for it. So people who did not want to raise money for people who didn't have the money for it and give them money so they were able to do it.
My project was to raise money to donate instruments to the unfortunate kids that could not afford them. Because I love music and I like to sing and play music, so I just like to share the joy of that with everybody else.
The Community Impact Grant is a one-time grant that's awarded by our national organization, but it is renewable. And we're hoping that the success of this year will give us that renewed grant for next year.
I learned how to help other people instead of just myself. Like to come together and do something for the community and not only just for the people that I know.
I got out of this program was a couple manners that I didn't know. For example, when we got snacks, we asked and we said thank you. I learned it, but I never really thought it was a big thing. Respectful to our elders and to teachers, and it was nice to learn a couple things.
The grant was designed by our national organization to let them know that the Elks Lodges in their communities are there to help, and that our focus is on the community and what we can do to make it better.
The impact that this has on kids, especially the kids that KKC serves, they're expelled. They've been kicked out of the community, they've been kicked out of the school district, and events like this are ways to pull kids back into the community to make them feel like they are valued members, that they have something to contribute, and most importantly, allow them to inspire their peers with their positive example.
I'm being honest with you, wow, I am super impressed with. Win or lose, at this point, honestly, your mentality of thinking right now is you guys have set the bar high for hopefully the future classes. I am very impressed with win or lose, it doesn't matter to me. But honestly, it has touched me so much that I have been talking to the staff about wow, how impressed I have been with the sincereness of each and every single one of you guys' heart.
Anytime that you can get community leaders who are willing to participate and work with our kids, and particularly our kids who are most vulnerable, then what happens is you get a powerful, positive experience. Tonight is that example. Thank you, Elks Lodge. If it wasn't for you, we would not have 3 kids whose lives tonight have been significantly changed. Thank you so much.
Each each and every single one of you guys are off on the right direction. You guys are all doing different things, and I feel sorry for a couple people, the judges, because I wouldn't want to be judging you guys. I feel sorry for this man back here.
First of all, I want to give thanks to the Elks Foundation for giving us this grant, this opportunity to help our community.
I'd like to thank Mr. Geiger, Ms. Good. They were like good helpers. They just showed us a lot they showed me a lot that I didn't know. Thank Mr. Flores, because he helped a lot. Yeah, thank the Elks Lodge for funding all of this, like, you know, making it all possible.
A teacher here, Joe Flores, for, you know, he was the one that pushed us, you know, say you can do it.
I'd like to thank Ms. Good and Mr. Geiger and Mr. Flores for giving me the opportunity to even be in the class, and for helping me open my eyes and see that anything is possible and I can start a charity or even give knowledge to other people who want to be in the class about their charity and how this class will go.
And I want to give thanks to Jack Geiger, Susan Good, for being here all these 10 weeks for us, you know, giving us advice, you know, basically teaching us.
Well, I want to thank the Elks Lodge, and I want to thank Mr. Flores for basically asking me to be in the program.
I'm so proud of what has happened with this grant in the school. This was a maiden voyage. It's never been tried before. We've learned a lot by doing the grant. Thanks go to, first of all, the Elks National Foundation for trusting us with $10,000 of their money to make a difference. Secondly, certainly to the Fresno County Office of Education for listening to us and agreeing that perhaps we could be of assistance. The Kermit Coots Educational Center, Nick Hustedi, have all been very cooperative. And I think my biggest thanks would go to Joe Flores, the teacher in charge of the project at the school. When I first met Joe, it was though we'd known each other for a long time, and we seemed to have a common vision on how to help students. And he's been a great facilitator in making our grant successful.